This is Dr. Stevens with a quick walkthrough about how to create the homepage to your website. As I've said, you can use Google Sites, WordPress, Wix, or any other software that you like. I'm just going to teach you how to do it with Google Sites. Not the prettiest website, probably, that you could create, but definitely very user-friendly and easy to do. And it comes built into your Google Apps account. So notice I'm starting from my Google Drive. You could find the same button here over in your email. So we're going to click the Google Apps, and here's your suite of Google Apps. We're going to click Sites, and we're going to click Create. And we now have these two options. You really need to use Classic Sites. So we're going to create this in Classic Sites. Let's just name this. I'm going to make this my example site, so I'm going to name it. Actually, we've got to follow the template here. So at this point, go to Canvas, and on Canvas, click the student website template, and notice it gives you the title. So we're going to title it MUSC105, in parentheses, Spring 17, Projects, Learning, and Reflections, and then your name. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to copy this, bring it over here, and just replace the last part with Daniel Stevens. Alright. Now at this point, if you want, you can go ahead and select a theme, and you can choose whatever you want. I'm going to choose this one. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't think we need to worry about any of these options, so we're just going to go now and click Create. And once you click Create, you've created your website. I mean, it really is that simple. We'll give it a moment to do its thing. Alright. Okay, so we're not going to worry about how the website looks. You can, if you want to spend time with it, you can take time and change the color of the font. You can change the color of the background. You can even choose a new theme once you've created your website. You would do all of that through Manage Site and Edit Site Layout, but we're just going to worry right now about populating the home page with the required materials. Alright, so again, kind of keep this tab handy. These are the required materials. The first thing we need is a photo. So I'm going to edit this page. To edit it, you click this little button up here, which is Edit Page. And the first thing I'm going to add is a photo. So I'm going to insert an image. And I'm going to upload an image from my desktop here. I just grabbed this off the Department of Music homepage, so that looks good to me. Alright, good. Now notice when you click that image, it gives you some options. I'm just going to align it left. This little button over here I think is important. It says Wrap On, and that's going to allow you to put your text to the right of the image rather than have it be above it and below it. So we're going to go ahead and click that, and then we're ready to work. Okay, sorry about that. I just hit the button that deleted it. Lovely. So align left, wrap, and we're good. Okay, so now we'll click over here and go to the next requirement. Okay, so a welcome statement that introduces the website. So you can say something like, welcome to my portfolio of assignments, projects, and reflections for MUSC105, Fundamentals of Music 1, and then you can add to that whatever you like. And in fact, feel free to just steal that sentence. That's totally fine. Great artists steal from one another, so you can be great artists. Good. I would probably add a couple more sentences using your own words as well. Number 3, a short biographical statement. Okay, so you can say, I am a, oh gosh, I don't even know. See, I became a freshman in college in 1996. So I'm going to say I'm a 20th year freshman at UD. Okay, so you can say I am a music major, focusing on piano and cello performance. Okay, so just say a little bit about yourself. You don't have to put too much thought into it. You can talk about why I'd like to hear why you're taking the course, what's your musical background. So go ahead and type those things out. And then finally, below, so let's just presume that you've filled up maybe most of the space. If you want to, you can make this image smaller so that you don't have to worry about too much. Below you can say, here is some music that I really love and identify with. Below each piece is a short explanation of why I chose it. Okay, and now you're ready to go embedding the websites. I say the websites, embedding the YouTube files. I don't think I've had my coffee yet this morning. Alright, so if you're using Google Sites, this is pretty easy to do. What you're going to do is insert a YouTube video, and now all you need is the URL for the YouTube video to put right here. So we're going to go over to YouTube, and I'm just going to choose a few pieces. So these are pieces that are really special to me. And I'm just going to find, actually I'm going to find Glenn Gould. Okay, so I'm just going to choose this one.
And there's your beautiful...
And so all I need is the URL for it. So I'm going to copy that, go back to my website, paste it in right here. I'm going to make the video size, I'm going to keep it on the smaller side. And, well, we'll include the title so that the piece name is there. And hit save. And now my video is in place. You can't really see the video until you save up here, but then that'll work just fine. It looks like in this case you can even choose this video and wrap the text around it. So, maybe I'll keep the text underneath right now, just so I don't have to deal. Okay, we're going to kind of come down here. I think this is currently one of my favorite pieces of music because, and then you can type that in there and essentially follow this process for at least one more video. You can choose 2 to 3. I'm not going to think that these are your only favorite pieces. I understand that you probably have dozens of favorite pieces of music, but if you can kind of give me a nice variety, then, and especially something that you really floats to the top, something you identify with, maybe really affected your life at one point, a piece that you always return to during moments of your life where you kind of need to return home, or find your grounding again, or whatever the case may be. Really think about that. It'll be a lot easier for you to write about music that you really care about, and it'll also give me, and I hope you look at each other's websites eventually, it'll give each other a kind of really nice insight into who you all are musically. So that's a bit of an explanation about how to create the website in Google Sites. I'm going to give you one other quick piece of advice regarding embedding YouTube videos. Okay, and you can use this both for Google Sites, but you might need to use what I'm about to show you if you use WordPress or Wix. Wix, incidentally, also has a kind of website or YouTube embedding tool, but things like WordPress do not. So you'll notice if you go back to your video here that you can share that video and then find the word embed. If ever you want to embed content from another website onto your own website, you need to find the embed code. So you share and click embed, and this gives you then HTML code. And And we're just going to copy that code. And let's go back over to, in fact, instead of putting the same video on twice, I'm going to choose a different piece. I'm going to choose another one of my favorite pieces. I really love this recording because it took place at Red Rocks outside of Denver, Colorado, and it's a beautiful amphitheater, and this is such an exciting performance of I Will Wait. So I'm going to go ahead and embed this piece. Grab the embed code. I'm going to go back to my website and hit this little button right here, HTML. Notice that right now I'm editing the website in a way where I can just type and you can see what it's going to look like. But if you want to see what all this typing is actually doing, you can hit HTML and notice this is all the code that this website platform has created to make your website look how it actually looks. So we're going to go down here and we can fiddle with this later, and I'm just going to put this code in like this. And then I'm going to come down here and just type some more words. And we'll see how this looks. Okay, so notice here's your second YouTube video, and then we can come back over here. We can come here, kind of remove some of those extra line breaks. And now I'm going to hit save. So here's this video, here's this video, your text is filled in. At this point, you're almost done. There's one final thing that's super important, which is that you share your website. Even if you're using Wix or WordPress, make sure that you find the share settings. If you're not sure you've done it right, my recommendation is that you send your URL to your website to a friend and see if they can open it on their computer. If they can open it, then I should be able to open it. But right now, the only person who can see your website is yourself. Okay? Maybe because well, actually it looks like by default it's set up, at least on my website, that anyone at UD can see it. And that's what we want. You want at least that anyone at the University of Delaware can access the website. If you want your grandma, let's say, to be able to see your website, then you need to change it to anyone with the link. Okay? So either of these two options would be fine. I'm going to leave it more open and accessible. So I'm going to click Save. And notice, here's your link to share. So your final thing then is to copy that link, and then go over to your Canvas site, go to the assignments, and there's now an assignment for your website, creating the website homepage. You're going to click that assignment, and then that'll give you the space where you can enter the URL, and you can paste that URL into the assignment. Alright, so that's how to do this first assignment. Hope this was helpful.